Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gatto, the voice of the FIS, and welcome to P1's broadcasting coverage of Round 3 of Season 9 of the Formula Indy Series, presented by Di Gregorio Racing School. Tonight, the Formula Indy Series comes to Imola for the third running of the Pasta 201K, presented by JSelmants Motorsports Art. Well, 1 week ago, Pocono produced one of the wildest finishes in series history. Tanner DeFavis crossed the start-finish line in 6th place to take the white flag and then returned 1 lap later as the winner. The race also produced 10 cautions and also is going to result in about 7 to 8 drivers starting from pit road tonight, and a long list of drivers looking for a clean reset also after having 2 bad races in a row at the opener at Pocono to kind of reset this season very early on as we go into Round 3. Tonight is race number 90 in the Formula Indy Series history. It's our 3rd visit here to Imola. Each runnings were 41 laps, and the pole sitter finished 2nd both times. Well, joining me tonight for pinch hitting duties, that's what I was trying to say. Stevie can't join us tonight. Unfortunately, he had to work, so bring in my super sub off the bench. Now, if we're following soccer rules, I think I only have 5 substitutions, so we'll have 4 more opportunities to bring people in off the bench. But hopefully we don't have to do that anymore because he's also my closer, and that is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Welcome back, Luis. And I think this is a racetrack you're more familiar with than I am from the Formula One side of things. Imola, welcome, and it's good to have you here.
Yeah, the Enzo Dino Ferrari track internationale, Enzo Dino Ferrari. Good track, actually, very good track, also tragic, also for the people remember the Formula 1 in 94. But past the past, now it's a new Imola here with the IndyCar's car. Never IndyCar racing over here,
nope.
Maybe never gonna happen, sure. But yeah, very chaotic, like you mentioned to me and off Pocono. It was a really tough race, but the Fabis, he just only leading 1 lap and was the most important lap, the final lap, actually. Caleb Brashear leading 45 that day and finished on DNF and 17. So it's going to be very interesting. Ethan Stanley is the poleman so far for now. I know we have 4 minutes to go, remain actually. But Ethan Stanley, again, after St. Petersburg, he's put his name once again on the top of the field. So it's going to be very interesting for him and for all the ones in the track, especially for Costello, Tomba, Klemek, and Logan Spat. So we want to wait for James Patton. Should be over there and coming soon for the good time lap for him.
Smeaton is your points leader. He owns the points lead by 4 points over Tanner. Ethan Stanley, after that bad race at Pocono where he had a DNF, is now 3rd in points. Anna Klimek is in 4th. Kevin Tomba 5th. Then we got Logan Edwards. Wyatt Burton, the surprise of the series, in 7th position. Alex Chilcutt, our defending series champion. There is Zhao, our sponsor of the series, in 9th, and Michael Costello in 10th. Those are your points coming into the event, and look how pretty close it is. It's only 4 between 1st and 2nd, and 3rd and 4th are only 14 and 15 points back, respectively. So still very early in the season. A lot can still happen. There's still a lot of movements. So what we see here in the top 10 here in about 10 more races from now might be completely different. So no one should panic and just put in a good finish today and get to the end of this race and pick up some valuable points, and that is a surefire way to help get you up into the point standings. Here are the team standings. And Nexus Esports does lead by virtue of really Smeaton and our defending series champion, Alex Chilcutt, having 2 pretty good races. Chilcutt managed to squeak in and get a top 10 last week. And so that's 2 top 10 finishes for him, 2 top 10 finishes for Smeaton. And so you see them with a 14-point lead over Team I5G. Then we got Eclipse Competition Blue, W2 EGP Rosso, in 4th, and Team Watson Grape Division in 5th. There you see the rest, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And again, still very early in the campaign, so a lot of movement can happen in the team standings as well. And Michael Costello sets a purple lap in qualifying with a 1:25.2. Currently 2 minutes left to play here in qualifying. As mentioned, Tanner started, he was credited with starting 17th, but he actually had to start from the back of the pack due to an EOL penalty. But he was 6th at the white flag, led only one lap, and actually only led one corner of that lap in order to get the win. Anna Klimek finished 2nd. Christopher finished 3rd. 40 cars started that race, but only 28, only 40 cars started, but very few finished. There was a lot of attrition. Will we see more of that today? Now, was the Famous's first career win on an oval here in the FIS. His other wins came at Fuji in Season 7 and Portland in Season 8. He has 3 victories, 9 podiums, 13 top 5s, and 26 career starts. Some drivers looking to get back a reset for this season. Gavin Sanders started off this season really bad with a finish of 22nd and 27th. Caleb Benzie has started off the season bad in 29th and 18th. Nate Siefker started off the season bad, 38th and 16th. So those two drivers, all 3 of those drivers actually now will be looking for a bit of a reprieve here. And on top of that, Gavin Sanders has to start from pit road. So we will see what happens to Gavin as we follow him through this race. So we should have our warm-up here in just a moment, and then we will get into tonight's starting lineup.
Yes, it's about a second, so 15 seconds.
And Smeaton sets the purple lap there. He's out.
Last one.
I think he just finished off, yeah, and I think he goes to the top there right in the last second.
Yeah, 125.1 for him. Just about. I couldn't see the second place of the Costello timing, but you're gonna see it soon on the lineup.
If you enjoy the Formula Indy Series coverage, please support P1 Broadcasting by clicking like and subscribe. Hit the bell for weekly reminders so you miss out on more future P1 racing here from iRacing. And we are getting ready to go to the warm-up, and we'll get into tonight's starting lineup. We won't focus in on Kiffin Simpson. We'll try to get the camera around to other places. There we go. And here's tonight's starting lineup. JT Smeaton with another pole this season. Next to him, Michael Costello, then Ethan Stanley and Anna Klimek back on row 2. Tanner DeFavis and Zhao on row 3. Logan Edwards, Kevin Toba. Back in row 4. Row 5, Caleb and Logan, teammates. And row 6, Nate Siefer with a good start for him. Gavin Sanders. Unfortunately, Gavin's going to have to start from pit road. Jeremy Fairbairn, he was looking at a good finish at Pocono. Would like a little bit of a reprieve from that as well. He's back there with Tristan Moss, North and Mata. Wyatt Burton will be continuing to watch Wyatt. He's a bit of a surprise of the season. And Christopher Hill and Zach Flau. Ira Daly, Griffin Yellen. Dakota DeMay making a road course appearance. Mario Capalucci. Tommy Raval making his first start of the season. Ben Fiore with the top 5 last week. Kyle Allen, Joey Selmans, the sponsor of today's race. We'll talk more about him. Dan Miglin, Dan Morera. Miglin with a penalty from pit road. Nick Goyette, Ryan Labarge. Victor Aldrich. Real World IndyCar driver Kiffin Simpson. James Watson, who will also be starting from pit road. And Pete Donchak. That is your field. We're watching here, and we're getting ready to go racing here soon.
What do you expect in the first turn, in your view? on this race?
That is always the drama of the Formula Indy Series. One of the reasons why I like it. It's IndyCar racing, but it takes probably one of the most exciting aspects of Formula One racing. As we see two drivers making contact here. It takes one of the more exciting aspects of Formula One racing, which is the standing start. So there's a lot of drivers. This is a big field, and so there's a lot of drivers that have a lot on the line here. They need to get through the first couple of laps. I would say, for me, I would be very conservative and just try to get through that first turn and get sorted out and then start to go racing. But there's going to be, every single time we have a race, despite you wanting to be conservative, there's always going to be someone else in the race that's going to go a full send and set it into that first turn. And you and I have seen a number of times in road course races that we've covered in other leagues that someone setting that dive bomb into the first turn can be.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Mexico City Elite Racing League, right?
I know.
That basically cost the
yes.
driver a championship that season. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting here. Is I expect a couple smart drivers to be smart about it, but there's always that one driver. In the racecraft of this league, it's pretty good, but there's always that one driver that says, you know what, I'm going to take an advantage on this one. I'm going to brake later than everyone else.
That's true. I think the key, I'm going to put the one number key, turn 9 and 10. You can go very fast, but also the brake point is really tight. So that's one of the points. And the 11-12 is one of the could be have some issues over there. For sure, 1 and 2 is turn 1 after, well, turn 1 is cold. Turn 1 after the lineup. I don't know why, but it's 2 and 3 in the line in my map. It said the race lap told me like that. It's gonna be the key. Actually, I really agree with you. So I think people thinking about it can brake a little more late, or maybe they can clip the grass, make that issue, and put maybe 2 or 3 cars out of the race because it's too short. There's no wide, and this car is really wide. They can go 3 wide, but man, it's gonna be really tough in first corner.
We're getting ready to reset and line up for 201 kilometers tonight, 41 laps. We expect anywhere between a 1-stop and a 3-stop. Someone that's very, very, very ambitious might go for that 1-stopper, but I expect everyone will be at least a 2-stopper. Remember, we will have to change compounds.
Yeah, so far I see 2 people with the primes. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 alternate drivers on the grid right now in the form of Labarge and Raval, and now Logan Spath. The 10th position loads in with alts, but everyone else on the primes so far.
Sorry, primes is the hard one.
Yes.
Soft is the alternatives. Yes. My God.
Michael Costello waiting. He's going to load in last here, it looks like. I think we're getting ready to go green.
Yep.
Green flag.
And we are green.
Oh, we go missing. Look at that 3 wide started.
In the 1 and 2, in the 3. It is Ethan Stanley still side by side with JT Smeaton, and he clears him.
My God, I see Wade Burton on the 13. He just gained 5 positions in 2 corners.
And he's going after another one, going after Logan Spath.
What a great start for Burton.
Already up 5 positions now, 6 positions side by side with Logan, wheel to wheel. Back up front, Ethan Stanley is now controlling this race, but JT's not letting him get away. Tanner right behind him in 3rd, Logan Edwards in 4th, Anna Klimek in 5th.
We have a car spun Dakota on the back.
Dakota, well, he had a good start. Unfortunately, he's got contact. What happened with Dakota?
He lost the front wing, and I think the guy lose the front wing, he have a forgiven by racing.
Oh, he clipped the apron there, or clipped the curb, and these are pretty aggressive curbs here, and that upset the car, and around he goes.
Oh, Zach Flam have a forgiven for the front wing. So.
And when we say he's forgiven, it's our parlance of when iRacing giveth, it can also take us away, and iRacing can take it away. It can also forgive you by shedding your part and then growing it back for you on your car. So that's what we say, forgiven. That's what that means, and it seemed to have stuck. I think it's a great phrase and phraseology for sim racing. Watching Ethan Stanley, JT Smeaton, tentative favorites, Logan Edwards, Anna Klimek, I5G, last two spots on the grid. Logan, not in his regular livery today. Not sure why. Is Logan in an I5G livery for you?
Let's see. Logan. Logan Spad or
Logan Edwards.
Edwards. Oh, there was. Yeah.
He's in an I5G car?
Yes.
He's in a black and purple car for me.
Oh, for me it's white and purple.
Oh, I mean white. Okay, white, purple, and black. But do you see I5G on the side?
On the front, and I see Sim Gaming Expo on the.
Okay,
sides.
so we don't, his has not loaded in, but his teammate Anna Klimek in the right livery right there. So Ethan Stanley, Canada famous, sits purple lap. Three wide, Capalucci on the outside. Oh, Labarge in the middle, Raval getting muscled. Oh my goodness, they ran out of room. I don't know how they pulled that off.
And also it's kind of wow, nice three wide, but they keep it. Unfortunately for Labarge, he find out all this gravel on the outside on the track. And he lose, I think he lose 2 positions for that, but he's still eight spot on the front.
Wyatt Burton has lost all the positions he gained. He is now down 2 from where he started, so he had an incident on the track somewhere. Dan Morera up 11. Joey Selmans, sponsor of today's race. He's doing good. He's up 10. Ben Fiore, he is up 9.
I found out, so in turn, it was the last turn 15 before the main straight, he overturning, and he went to the
contact!
ground, he tried to put
Kyle Allen and Victor Aldrich. They're going to have to come to pit road. Still, back up front, Smeaton and Stanley, favorites right there. We got a 3-way battle for the lead. Oh, Smeaton tries to set to the inside. Smeaton's had a bit of an adventuresome week. We heard about he had an incident with his teammates at the Euro strength of field race on Tuesday. So he's looking to get off that and get on a good stride for the week, as he's all over the backside of Ethan Stanley.
Yeah, I think it's the time for Ethan try to show to everyone he can do it. Oof, I think the 5 is a little bit loose on the corner over there, and turn 9 and 10. Then go to 11, 12, a little bit slow over there to break in. But I think it's keep it. I can assume Ethan Sun is blinking, disappear. Now it's over there. But I assume maybe JT can heavy fuel a little bit, and this, especially in this sector over here, is just use it. All of these 3 guys, the top 3, push the pass now.
And I was mistaken with Costello. Kyle Allen with the black flag. Looks like little bit of a fade there for Ethan Stanley on JT Smeaton. Side by side, going into turn 2 in the Tamburello. And Ethan comes back out, but Ethan is going to be under continuous attack, and here comes Canada famous. But I'm getting ready to say Costello. Costello had a pit road start, so I apologize about that. And Costello, he is out there right now in 23rd spot from starting from pit road. And right behind him also Gavin Sanders, who started from pit road. So they're trying to make up some spots right now. Northwood Mata showing some damage on the racetrack. Back up front. Go ahead.
No, it's a lot of people with black flags and meatball flags also too.
Yeah, Kiffin Simpson has a meatball flag too. We didn't see what happened to Kiffin. That's an early exit for him 2 weeks in a row. He might still be recovering from Monday, actually. So I'm not going to be too hard on Kiffin Simpson.
He just lost the control and turn 9 and 10. He accelerate the car and just lose the control, and he hit the wall for that.
Yeah, while I'm sitting in air conditioning, lounging on my bed, watching the IndyCar race and watching Kiffin Simpson sweat off half a body. Nashville Super Speedway. Yeah, if he's a little tired today, that's fine. I get it. Northwood Mata on pit road to get that damage fixed. Back up front still is Stanley, Smeaton, DeFavis, Edwards, Anna Klimek. At pretty much the top five has remained unchanged. We got Zhao in 6th, Caleb in 7th. Logan following him right on up. Both those drivers up 2 spots apiece. Watkins Glen winner, Kevin Tomba in 9th, Nate Seifer. He's in 10th. And that really the top 10 have kind of pulled away for the remainder of the field. We'll show you some gaps here. And there you see, when you go look at Seifer, it's another 4 seconds behind. They've broken away by 4 seconds from the 11th place car, Fairborn. So a lot of beating and bumping have kind of slowed down the packs. Fairborn all by himself. And then there's Byron Daly, also all by himself.
Yeah, actually, it's Seifer is 4 seconds ahead. It's just follow the group. And the point is, don't lose the gap in between the top 1 to 10. So, like you said, all of the top 10 are in the same Seifer tried to make the pass and going nice over Tomba.
Oh, we had a car off. Not sure who that was.
Yeah. I saw so
and in the turns 5 and 6 area. JT Smeaton is dropped out.
No.
He is dropped out. He is, looks like it is a DC of some sort for JT Smeaton as he's dropping through the standings right now. And our points leader.
It's out. It is out.
Did he have an incident? Okay, so we'll see what happened here.
Yeah, he's out of the. No, actually. Oh yeah, he have a contact. He have a contact. The Fabis lose the break point, and the Fabis have a forgiven by iRacing.
We'll watch this again. See where this happens. We don't know how far back it was, so we'll just make sure that we at least get it. This is championship implications right here. Only 3rd race in, and their points leader might have been retired. We'll see as they go down the main straight.
Yeah, you're going there.
So right now it is Stanley Logan Edwards as involved in that one. Tanner DeFavis is now back to 6th. So let's see what happens here. Is it going into turn 2? Into the chicane? Oh, there it is.
It is so weird. It's like the Fabis break in the same point. He break every time. But JT just break it before, and that's make it confuse Tanner. So
did maybe JT have some sort of issue? And it did look like it was a bit of an awkward line. Let's ride with JT and see what happens from his point of view.
Well, he break before, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna break before. That's the thing, because you can see on front Stanley, he's just breaking the point you should be breaking. So I don't know. I guess in that maybe real life issues. I don't know.
Well, that is good news for Logan Edwards and Anna Klimek that the I5G duo, moves up to P2 and P3. Zhao, who's had pretty good luck here in the past, working the backside. Anna Klimek to the inside. He's going to get that pass done and move Zhao up to the bottom step of the podium position for now. Right behind him, Tanner DeFavis, Caleb Binsey battling for a top 5.
Oh, what a nice pass of the Fabis. Oh my God, almost Bensi. It's too dirty
Oh,
the track in that section.
Caleb just set it in there, and that's going to hurt him. Here comes Logan. I think Logan's going to forgive him a little bit, not attack. Nate Seifer is kind of tacked on to the back end of this group. He's got around Kevin Tomba. So Tomba now in 9th, and the last car kind of in this lead pack. And then we got a bit of a 5-second gap to pop these curves. Oh, we have a wing that fell off? Logan Spath? Yes, Logan Spath. Logan Spath has a missing front wing, and I think he might have made contact with his teammate, and that is Caleb Binsey going through the grass. He's trying to recover. He can't keep it straight. He's keeping it straight. He's doing a good job at that, and he gets it back on the racetrack. I don't know if he's damaged.
He have a damage. He have a people flag for the contact with Logan.
Yes, he is. So teammate on teammate fratricide here. What happened?
Missing breaking point, basically. I think Bensi. Oh, Bensi have a little bit loose on the corner. He tried to position the car, braking the car, and then came Logan Spath without knowledge what is happening with Bensi.
Trying to get a blimp shot here.
Yeah.
To see if he got loose. Gonna be right around that tree, unfortunately. Yeah, I think he clipped the corner, or clipped the curb a little bit. Next thing he knows is his teammate's right in the back of him. We'll watch Logan Spath's point of view here, and you'll probably see you'll watch. I think he's going to clip one of these. I think that curb right there. Yeah. Oh, and just the car. Nothing was happening there.
It is no chance to save the car actually. Even to avoid the contact on Logan Spath, it is no chance. Bensi just get loose. He tried to put the car in the straight position to don't lose the car, because that Logan Spath have the contact unintentional, I think.
Tanner gets around Anna Klimek. Anna Klimek back to 5th now. And all that action that we saw back there with the Stowe Motorsports cars now we have Kevin Tomba and Nate Seifer. So remember we had a group of about 11 cars? All of a sudden that has really narrowed itself down to about 6 or 7 now, actually. 7.
With Seifers, yeah.
There's Fairborn in 8th. Byron Daly now moves up to 9th. And Ben Fiore with the top 5 last week at Pocono. Looking already at another top 10 in the early stages here at Imola.
We have another car with Maple flag. It's Tommy Ribal.
The former amateur champion. We're not contesting for the amateur championship.
It's a lot of cars in ball. It's Dan Morera, Joy Solomon, and somebody else in there, and then coming Joy, jumping 3.
Here it is. Yeah, we'll go back. We just found it here.
Jeez.
Is Raval here and going against, that's Allen, I believe. Oh, there's already a melee at the turn. Okay, so that's Joey Selmans. Oh, Wyatt Burton's involved as well. Oh my goodness, how did Gavin Sanders miss that? Let's see Gavin Sanders here as he comes into this zone. I think he sees it now. And how does he get through?
What?
Whoa,
My
Gavin
God.
Sanders. Let's go back and watch from his point of view here. Here he comes into the zone. So now he can turn to the left. He can see. But there's no, and he's just, the only place to go is to shoot this gap right here. Wow. Well, Gavin's luck maybe is changing a little bit.
It is that luck, to be honest. That's why the gap is separate, because it was a battle between 10, 9, and 7. I think in between that position. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Also, Zach passed by of the incident, and Dan Morera survived all the incident on 2 and 13.
Now, Zach Flaum, the kind of an oval meister, he is knocking on the door of a top 10 right now. He's in P12. There he is. But let's review the field as we are now lap 12 of 41, now 13 of 41. If anyone can attempt a one-stopper, they need to get to about lap 20, 21, somewhere in there. If we want to do a two-stopper, the window is open now. The three-stopper is open now. So we'll see who makes that first turn down pit road. But we'll go through the field here just a second.
Costello, man, what a good driving is doing so far. For now, he started for the EOL at the back. Now he's 11.
All right, let's go through the field here and update everybody. Ethan Stanley has pretty much led from the get-go after some early attacks. He has held them off and holds the lead right now. Our winner at St. Pete looking to get back on the right side of things after a DNF at Pocono. Logan Edwards is second. João Di Gregorio, sponsor of the series right there. He is in third. Tanner DeFabus is in fourth. Anna Klimek is in fifth. Kevin Tomba has worked his way up to sixth. Nate Seifer in seventh. And Tomba looks like has Dan Miglin lap traffic in front of him. Tries to get around. Oh, Kevin. Oh, not a lot of room there. Nate Seifer in seventh. And then we go back a ways to Jeremy Fairbarn. He's about 5 seconds behind that lead group of 7. Byron Daly up 9 spots to 9th. There he is. Michael Costello. Oh, Michael Costello around. He caught it. But he's going to lose 2 positions and maybe a 3rd position if Gavin Sanders catches him. Gavin's there.
Oh, my God.
To the inside, Gavin Sanders tries to get another position from starting from pit road. Both these guys started from pit road, almost bang wheels.
The tires of Costello there could be reheated. They have a little bit loose over there. And also the track is really, really dirty. It's a lot of people have an off track and bring all of this gravel on the track. Now it's starting to getting clean a little bit, and that's affected also in the management of the car around the track. So it's really difficult. At least Costello keep the car on the track and keep the position over the Sanders, but also he lost only one position, I think, with Zach Flaum.
Watching from Gavin Sanders' point of view. In the plaid car. Reminds me of Spaceballs. I had a Spaceball jokes today. He's gone plaid. Here we go. Taking a shot into turn 2. Gets right on up there real close. Costello holding them off. Each one of them popping the curves. Just ahead of them, back Flaum. And also just ahead of them, Ben Fiore. Reminder, tonight's rule set. This is a fixed setup provided by the league. We do in the standing start, 41 laps, 201 kilometers. Unlimited tires, but you must change the compounds at some point. 50 mile per hour pit road speed limit. And there is race control. If they need to throw a full course caution, they can. But full course cautions are very rare here on road courses in the Formula Indy Series. And after last week, you might be saying to yourself, thank God. So now, Costello has reached Flaum. We'll pop into Costello's car. He tries to pass Flaum. We'll go back to Sanders as Costello goes around Flaum. Flaum's going to lift and allow Sanders on by.
The Fabi is getting close to De Gregorio. Yeah. And it's getting very close. Also, they have some black down the front. And Burton complaining about stunting the front wing. Nope, nothing happened. All good.
Formula Indy Series is sponsored by the Di Gregorio Racing School, led by two-time Formula Sim Racing World Champion João Di Gregorio. There we see him racing on, but DeFamus goes to pit road. He's going to try for an undercut, but there is João. He got around some lap traffic in the form of Pete Donchek. The Racing School uses telemetry, onboard analysis, personalized coaching to help drivers find speed through data and consistency. You want to follow João on Instagram or join the school's Discord. All the links you need are in the description. Hey, and if you need any indication of how good of a driver João is, well, he's third place on the racing order, or in the racing order right now. He's also had one of his better Formula Indy Series performances of all time here. A couple seasons ago, led many laps, just didn't put the finish in. Fortunately, fell a little short there. But he is a former winner here in the Formula Indy Series. Costello, Byron Daly on pit road. Ethan Stanley has caught lap traffic. He is in the middle of it right now. That is Kyle Allen getting out of the way. Labarge getting out of the way of Logan Edwards. Logan Edwards trying to make up some points there. Trying to make up some space. Take advantage of this lap traffic. At the far end now. And here comes Ethan Stanley. Scheduled stop just shy of the one stopper.
Yeah, this lap 18, I think.
Yeah,
so,
João is coming
18.
to pit road as well. So if Edwards and Klimek can go one more lap, they could maybe do this on the one stop. One or two more laps. Kind of what it will equate to. There is Anna Klimek.
Do you think?
Well, I don't know.
Short...
Klimek's might have been saving because we've seen her get past, and she might be sacrificing position for fuel mileage right now. Now, Logan's been pushing, so I don't know if Logan can go another lap or not. We will see. Bring up the track map for everybody again. 9 and 10. Logan was probably the most innocent of all victims at last week's finish. Kind of drove into it with no place to go. Spoiling a good day. He's looking to make up for it here as he is currently your leader as pit stops are underway. The first pit stint is completing for a lot of drivers. Edwards has not stopped. Klimek has not stopped. That might be an I5G strategy. And those are really the only two cars that have not stopped yet. Here is Logan Edwards on pit road. So he could only go an extra lap. So he is not going to be able to make it unless it's a massive save, Lewis. He won't be able to make it on one stop.
It's going to be a massive save. I think they still have a little bit have to come into the pits because it's 18, 19. They're going to short for 6 laps, 7 laps, 8 laps, maybe, something like that.
Ethan Stanley is going to, actually Logan Edwards is going to pick up the lead. He comes to pit road as the leader and leaves as the leader. A brilliant stop for the I5G crew as Edwards continues to lead, and plus he has the red tires on. So Ethan Stanley went with the primes. Can Ethan Stanley run down Logan Edwards now? These two have raced each other in the Elite Racing League. Tanner has moved up to third, but Zhao is all over him right now. Zhao's going to send it to the inside. Side by side, wheel to wheel.
Ooh. So Logan Edwards did 8.9 on the box, but Ethan Stanley did 10.4 on the box. So
short fill.
He just make 1.5 in the pits and different between each other. So that's why Logan Edwards is the leader of the race. But man, Ethan Stanley is coming fast on turn 9 and 10, going to the 11, 12, sorry.
Here we see Stanley getting closer. So it looks like most everyone is at least committed to a 2-stopper. For the most part, I don't think anyone is able to pull off the 1-stop strategy. We see Edwards on the button, Stanley on the button, DeFabus on the button. Stanley getting closer.
The winner of this fast pit road is Nate Seifert. So he's now on the 5th. I'm talking about him, 126.3 fastest lap for him in 6th position. Going for Tomba, actually. Getting close.
Yep, Nate Seifert looking to. He has had an energized season, man. He's on a drive spell. Former series champion. Remember, he was involved in a personal where he was a hit and run victim back a couple years ago. Spent some time recovering from that in the hospital, and has since fully recovered. But still, when you don't race all the time, like I say with these cars, iron sharpens iron. And the more you put into, the more you get out. And he's been able to put more time into the cockpit, and he's returning to championship form. You saw him last week have a good run at Pocono, and he's having another good run at it today here at IMOLA. Hey, tonight's third running of the Pasta 201K presented by JSelmants Motorsports Art is JSelmants Motorsports Art. Get your hand-drawn racing artwork of your favorite driver, favorite livery, favorite team, or favorite motorsports moment to hang on the wall in your home. To see more of Joey's artwork, you want to contact him or catch him at Instagram at JSelArt. At JSelArt. That's where he can be on Instagram, and that link is in the description. And you should check him out. He does some really, really good work.
I think Logan Edwards put the right tires to the stint, and he now 2.6 ahead of Ethan Stanley. And I think the strategy of the Logan Edwards is doing pretty well. Ethan Stanley, well, I think he just refueled full tank, but for sure he already knew they need to. Sorry, talking about Logan. He already knew he need to come into the pits for a splash. I said splash. It's gonna be maybe 6 or 7 laps to finish the race, and he's leading the race now for 3 seconds. So it's gonna be a good time for him. But because that is the 1 and 2 is separate for 8 seconds over the Daniel De Fabis. It's almost there for the Gregorio for the last step of the podium.
DeFabus with the prime tire, Zhao with the alternate tire. He sees the opportunity. It needs to happen now. Otherwise, that prime tire is just going to get better and better and better while the reds fall off. Much like you saw Newgarden on the oval, just he had those red tires and just could not reel in Alex Palou. Same thing will apply here on these red tires. He's getting closer, but time is running out. A lot of these drivers now are 4 or 5 laps into the stint, and really the prime effectiveness of the alternate tire is really within that range, and then it starts to fall off while the prime tires get better and better.
I think that lap 10, it could be the critical for the Gregorio. Maybe a little bit 12, 15. What is the point? Actually, 10. I'm going to say 10. It's the moment when the tire is going to fall down. And the Gregorio is still, but man, the Fabis have a lot of momentum on the car. Also, they have a good defense, but they cannot make it a point. He cannot make the pass. He's very close.
They have lap traffic in front of him. This might give an opportunity to Zhao. We'll see if Zhao takes advantage of it. We'll ride with him. The racing professor riding with Zhao as they head down the main straight here. And do they get around Miglin? Miglin go to the outside. He holds the line, but they're unable to quite get there. But Zhao's thinking about sending it to the inside, and he does. He sends it there, but he's not able to quite pull alongside and pass. He sticks the nose in there and lets Tanner know, I'm in the neighborhood. Let's not flinch.
Oh, the lap down. Oof. Almost. It was raced, but it was the time to do it, but he couldn't. Unfortunately for him, but he have a time. He could keep going and keep it close for the Fabis. I know it's one more time to come into the pit. Who knows? Maybe they can get the difference in that moment.
See the car in the background go wide into the key litter, but it's recovered. Still watching this battle between Tanner DeFavis and Zhao Di Gregorio. This is a battle for third. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up there. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Ring the bell so you don't miss out on future races here on P1. We got a big one coming this Sunday, Lewis. We have the fifth running of the Votive Indy Derby.
40-something cars talking about Anna Klemek, the defending champion. She made, the pass of the Nate Seafair, and now she is on 6th position over the Nate. So she's gonna defend the champion on the next season. It started from this Sunday at 8 p.m. from Kentucky.
And one checkbox that she really wants to make over in Votive is winning that Derby. So we'll have 43 IndyCars at Kentucky Motor Speedway or Kentucky Speedways. Oh my goodness. 43 cars. So you won't see another oval race with more than 40 cars very rarely. So check us out 8 p.m. Eastern time this Sunday, me and Lewis with the Votive Indy Oval Series at Kentucky for the 5th running of the Votive Indy Derby. Next week here for us on the FIS, we go to Suzuka. And then we get a week off, and then, Lewis, you come back and join me for Talladega. And if we thought Pocono was a lot of fun, wait till we get... And you know what? I understand in this latest update that they gave this car a higher 6th gear. So supposedly on super speedways, it allows this car to go even faster.
Funny.
So we might see regular lap times in the 250s at Talladega.
Yeah, you remember on the Fixed Series, we have, I think, Oster. No, it's Tyquila. the guy always go to the back of the field and they start to run on the front and make a fastest lap for over the 250, 240, 250, something like that.
Yeah, he just always falls back and resets that fast lap.
But it's only 20 cars. It's only 23, 24 cars. On that day in Taladera, it's going to be over that. So
Yeah, right now, we had 33 started this race. If we have 33 show up for Talladega, that will be something. So I was kidding the admins. I said that would probably be their most viewed race of the season.
Actually, somebody on the chat said it's over the 300, 400 kilometers per hour. So I remember I make the math, and it was over the 410 kilometers per hour, or 8, or something like that. But in between that, this is really fast, actually. Very fast. But people don't understand kilometer. Sorry.
Indica Scarlet's in chat. Want to shout her out. Good friend. As we are at the halfway point, you're right. Someone mentioned we're at the halfway point already. These races fly by. Typically, FIS road course races are right around 125 miles. That's kind of where that limit is, but traditionally that. And they have stuck to that. And that's a good distance, I think. It's about a 2-stopper for just about every racetrack. It's long enough that it's not necessarily a marathon, but not exactly a sprint. It's in the old Goldilocks zone of just right.
Yeah, one of the leagues I remember used to be like that. Is Lionheart. They used to be enough laps to complete and maybe have a one sentinel stop in between, or maybe two. Oh my God! What a save on the Tomba in turn 9 and 10.
We're gonna go back and watch that. You were watching that. I was not. I was watching a little bit further up. But let's watch Tomba again, and with Anna Klimek in the neighborhood. And this could have been disastrous for Anna. So we'll watch this. They have LaBarge in front of them, lap traffic. That's okay. Everyone kind of had a different pace, and he turns in. I think he clips this corner. Yes, he does. And, right in front of him was LaBarge. And he had to go wide, and that allows Anna to get a run.
And she got the run, and she made the pass. So
yep,
now
she can pull away.
5th.
Anna back to 5th now. Logan Edwards, your leader. That's her teammate. Up 6 spots. Picked up the lead by coming to pit road, and a bit of an overcut for him. That worked out pretty well. Ethan Stanley in 2nd. And just missed that turn badly, but he'll work it back. This is a good points day for Ethan after a not the greatest result at Pocono. And I was looking up his past results at Pocono. Pocono traditionally for him, even in the Elite Racing League, was not a very good racetrack. So par for the course here, despite whatever happened in the Formula Indy Series. Par for the course. He goes wide there.
So Logan Spad make the last.
Ethan Stanley. He's coming in, bidding.
Yeah, that's what I found out now. So it's going to be ready to race in that. How much is going to put it, and how precise it's going to be the fuel in the tank.
Only 9 laps. Only 9 laps on this stint for him.
You know what I find out? The Gregorio start to pull back. I think the tire duration is gone. And the Fabis have a breathe after the attack of him. Ethan Stanley put soft tire.
Yep, went to the alternate tires. You see it's not very hot out, and the track temp is not very oppressive. So maybe that helps the red tires last a little bit longer. You see Nate Seifer now trying to catch Tomba. All 3 of these cars on red tires. In fact, everybody in the top 5 are on the red tires, with the exception of Tanner DeFabis. He's on the prime tire. A little bit further on down, Jeremy Fairborn at 7th. He's on the prime tire. Michael Costello on the prime tire. Gavin Sanders. So Costello and Sanders started from pit road. They are now up to 9th and 10th. And both of them are on the prime tires at the moment.
gonna be short laps in there. Now it's 14. So I know we already knew by the Gregorio it's gonna be only 10 laps. What you have for the attack, and then after that the tire duration is gonna go fell down, and this has happened on the track for now.
13 to go right now, as this race is very quickly ticking on by. Won't have to worry about the time limit in this one. As we see Logan now getting back to Dakota DeMaid, who's not had the best race. Well, he had a good start, but it didn't last very long. And right now he's just trying to bring a Wyatt Burton black flag. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if we reached an incident limit. Oh, and he's blinking out too.
Maybe it's incident. Yeah, you're right. I don't see.
I think this would be a drive-through penalty for an incident.
Yeah.
And a little bit more about Wyatt. He is the two-time Collegiate iRacing League Indy 500 winner, back-to-back, 2025 and 2026. Been featured in the Trine University student publications, as well as his hometown paper about those wins. And there it is, the drive-through. And there is a Collegiate iRacing League, as he pops out right in front of the leader. And he has 4 wins this season, including Indianapolis. And you would think, oh, Indianapolis, he's an oval guy. No, his other 3 wins, all on road courses. With one, and I think one including Long Beach. So, it's not his day at Imola. But let's be fair, Imola is not really known to be an IndyCar racetrack. And you don't really find Imola scheduled on very many leagues. The Euro leagues definitely schedule Imola. And FIS has scheduled Imola 3 times in their history. Gavin Sanders and Mitch Welker are the former winners here. Will Logan Edwards be joining them? Well, he's about 12 laps away. Still a long time to go, about a 3-mile lap here.
Oh no, Nate!
Nate Seefer, black flag, and contact. And turns 12 and 11. Not sure what happened. Let's see what happened here. This incident limit?
Incident limit. They don't show me. Victor Aldrich, nothing to do over there. Didn't show me how much incidents he have so far for now.
Oh, sorry. Victor Aldrich just into the back of him. Oh.
And iRacing, you can see it, but no.
We will get an incident count as soon as the race ends, as we see Ethan Stanley getting around. No! Whoa! Ethan Stanley got lucky there. Very lucky. As Nate clips the corner and could have just ran right up into Ethan and ended his day. I don't think Ethan has any idea how lucky he is there. And these, as we see people on pit road, Fairbairn and Tomba, it's going to be Tomba on pit road. So Ethan Stanley picks up a position. And right in front of him is Logan Edwards, who's trying to come up to speed. So what happened to Logan Edwards? Did he come to pit road? Yes, he did come to pit road.
Oh, you know what? He just lost the car. Oh, he just lost the car on he was loose on the turn 2 and 3, and that's why Ethan Stanley takes the lead.
Yeah, right through there, and he was coming off a pit road, so he had cold tires.
Yeah, I don't know why is that plum out. It is out. It's just blinking. No, they came back. There we go. There it is.
Zach Flauman 13th.
Oh, what a shame of Logan Edwards. He made everything good, and now Ethan Stanley came back. But you know why? Because Ethan Stanley did 6.6 on the pits. That's cost Logan Edwards did 7.8 on the pits. That's why Logan Edwards used the first position so far.
And Ethan on 3-lap older tires right now, but they're on the same compound as Anna Klimek on pit road for her final stop. 10 to go. Tanner DeFavis staying out. Ethan Stanley in second place now. Let's go through the field real quick. Remind everybody of the top 10. Tanner DeFavis, he is expected to come to pit road. He will give up his lead, or at least come to pit road as the leader. We'll see if he gives it up. Currently has a 21-second lead over Ethan Stanley. That is not big enough a delta to hold on to the lead. But he will probably have among the freshest tires of anybody when he comes off of pit road. We'll see if he makes that turn. And then we'll continue to go through the order.
Oh, the battle.
Here again. Edwards has caught Stanley. They pound the curbs again on that one. DeFavis on pit road, last scheduled stop. So now we turn our attention to P2 and P3. This is Ethan Stanley, Logan Edwards, probably for the win right here. These two. We'll see if DeFavis does something. Maybe he could pop out in front of this group. He's in the box now. But I think both these guys are going to get him on the straight.
Man,
they got him.
19. It's a triple of the push to pass. It's going to take the lead in turn 2 and 3. Nice for Logan
deep
Edwards.
into the braking zone. Look at those rotors light up. And yeah, let's report on the push to pass remaining. Ethan Stanley, only 14 seconds. Edwards, 80 seconds. Remember, they start with 200. 200 is normally what you get in a full-length IndyCar race. So here we're about half length of an IndyCar race, just over halfway. So they have excessive amount of push to pass. But remember when you use push to pass, and you can use it to push to defend as well. But push to pass, the more you use push to pass, the more horsepower it uses, the more that your engine will burn fuel. Now, the other thing that they can help with, and we have unlimited amounts of it, provided that you can regen and recharge it, is the hybrid. And that might be all that Ethan Stanley has now, as he's going to run out of push to pass here over the next couple of laps. That might be all he has left in order to reel in Logan Edwards. Logan Edwards looking for his second career win to back up a win a season ago at Homestead. And Ethan Stanley looking for his second career win here in the Formula Indy Series to back up his win in the opener at St. Pete. So two drivers looking for their second career wins here in the Formula Indy Series.
Just I followed the Sam Norton Mota made some complaining about something, don't know what. I tried to understand what he talking about, but it's wide in turn 8. But tonight it's close for Nate Seifer for top 12.
If you're just joining us, you are watching P1's coverage of the Formula Indy Series. This is round 3 at IMOLA for the Pasta 201K presented by JSelmants Motorsports Art. The next race for us here in the series will be next Wednesday, July 29th, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time for the Torque Lab Coaching Grand Prix of Suzuka, our third running at the Japanese Speedway, and first since Season 3 in January of 2022. Two winners previously, Gavin Sanders and Alex Van Asant. Go back to a gap to the leader. Watch as Stanley is right out of second behind this, and can Stanley reel him in? Or are we going to run out of time, or is he going to run out of tire? I think he might run out of tire. Tire's going to be a little bit more degraded. But the same things for Logan Edwards. We'll see how well he's taking care of his tires. He has 3-lap advantage. Of course, you mentioned in the pre-race that IndyCar has never raced here at Imola, as Tanner DeFavis goes purple with a 125.7. And I doubt we ever will race IndyCar here at Imola.
Oh, sure not.
No.
I think it's... No, sure not. Even Formula 1 is racing anymore here. Used to, sometimes. No, in the calendar.
The qualifying record, the track record, Valtteri Bottas in a Mercedes at a 1:13.6 back in 2020.
Valtteri Bottas, yeah.
Whenever we have Seb Alexander in the booth.
Yeah, something like that.
Prior to today, Principal Dan held the FIS track record here at a 1:25.3. We're already kind of in that neighborhood today. We saw the famous do a 1:25.7. Coming to 6 to go, Logan Edwards is padding his lead, looking for his first win on a road course in the FIS. So he can check off the oval, intermediate oval. Tanner, the famous purple lap, 1:25.5. All Logan will need then is to check off the box is a street course. Here is the schedule remaining. We will have a street course coming up at the Miami Autodrome and Belle Isle. But next up is Suzuka, then a week off. We take the big breath for Talladega, then we go to Miami. Belle Isle, Milwaukee, then we'll take a week off, then go Fuji. Duels at Richmond, Mid-Ohio, Road America to wrap up the season in October. Costello, 1:25.1.
So Logan Edwards, he did 127.0. Stanley 27.7, but the Fab is 25.5, so it's 2 seconds faster, and we have 6 to go. So he is 3.9 with 3 laps new tires. So interesting with this 5 to go coming out for the night.
Let's ride with Ted. Oh, look at all of the counter steer for Tanner on the button. As you see there on the pie readout, you saw that all light up green. That means he's on the button. Push the pass. Maxing out at 180 miles per hour into the turn 2 braking zone, rather.
He's still faster. It's 1.1. And he can see the 2 cars in front of him. Talking about Stanley and Logan.
Pushing. Let's ride with them a little bit longer. Ferrari's hometown track, Imola. 5 to go here. The Formula Indy Series, the Pasta 201K, presented by JSelmants Motorsports Arts. You want to check out Joey's Instagram and check out Joey Selmants at his Motorsports Art. Get your favorite motorsports moments. Like maybe you want a drawing of Helio Castroneves climbing the fence after his 4th Indy 500 win. Or maybe AJ Foyt with the wreath around his neck with the 4 fingers up in 1977. Or maybe the crazy eyes of Will Power after he won the Indy 500. Or your favorite livery, your favorite car, whatever. Just hit up Joey and JSelmants Motorsports Art, and he'd be interested in helping you out achieve that dream. In your man cave, above your fireplace, in your computer room, wherever you have your motorsports memorabilia, you should have some hand-drawn art from Joey Selmants. Back up front.
Logan Edwards.
Yep, Logan Edwards
Lap
with
down.
lap down. That's Morera, former amateur champion. He knows how to get. He'll get out of the way. He's a smart, savvy driver. The Costa Rican, my hero.
So he's still, it's just 1/10 slow the last lap, the Fabis, but it's still 1.1 faster. So getting there. Actually, now see Ethan Stanley have Dan Moreno in front, so it's gonna be a struggle in the dirty air and on the one of the corners, but maybe not now because he can maybe
Use the
leave
draft.
by.
Yeah, use the draft.
Yeah.
And we'll check out, push the pass, and see if he's out. Oh, yeah, he's DeFavis is out. He is Winchester. Zhao's not. He has 60 seconds worth. Same thing with Klimek. Stanley only has 6 seconds worth. Brian Labarge, DQ, probably reaching the incident limits. So his day is done. But we still have 23 cars still running. Victor Aldrich, last car running. But he's still running. That's the key thing. Hey, tonight's Formula Indy Series is brought to you by the DiGregorio Racing School. Well, Zhao, who currently is in 4th position here on the racetrack, uses telemetry, onboard review, and personalized coaching to help drivers become faster and more complete. If you want to follow Zhao on Instagram or join the school's Discord, the links are in the description, and learn more about the Zhao DiGregorio Racing School, proud sponsors of the Formula Indy Series. Logan Edwards in traffic right in front of him. That is Griffin Yellen in the Pit Fit car. You familiar with Pit Fit at all, Lewis?
No.
Pit Fit is a gym in Indianapolis. That's where all the pit crews go. That's where they get their workouts in. Drivers and pit crews get, yeah.
So basically a center for being strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's still recruit. Oh no, the Fab is almost lost the control of the car. He's still recruiting and college athletes for do all that stuff, like an aspect to it?
Well, I mean, you kind of saw during the maybe the Indy 500 where McLaren was doing some different things on pit road, and I think they picked up some of that from Jimmy Johnson and watching Jimmy Johnson based upon their relationship of when Jimmy Johnson did IndyCar for those couple of years. And so that, yeah, we're starting to see more and more like football players and college athletes into the pit crews here on in the IndyCar Series. 2 to go, by the way, as Logan Edwards popped those corners. But yeah, the pit crews are definitely getting more and more athletic. No longer the beer guts of the 60s and 70s.
Oh no. Yeah, I know.
And the flannel shirts with short sleeves.
Yeah, I just remember the
no fire retardant
example,
suits and helmets. Yeah.
Yeah, well, white flag now on the track, but yeah, we're talking about here in Formula One and IMOLA. They used to be in shorts, just t-shirts. That's the big group on in 80s, 90s, still 90s actually.
And not too far in the distant past, there used to be no pit road speed limit either.
Oh my God! Yeah, I know. I see the on board of one of the Ferrari. They give you a penalty. I just went straight at 250 kilometers per hour. This is over the 150 miles per hour over the pit road. Well, you can tell me in Indianapolis, they just went straight without pit limit. It was crazy. It should be iRacing give it to again. It should be iRacing give it the option.
Yes.
To management.
Make it faster. Make it faster. Turn it on. Turn it off. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can make it like a special thing, like let's make it fastest pit road, like that.
Off the last set of corners, looking to add to his resume in the Formula Indy Series, Logan Edwards will get the win here at IMOLA, get a second career win. Ethan Stanley coming to the line with Tanner DeFavis right behind him, and he edges him out to Ethan Stanley. Well, he could have been 3 for 3 on podiums, but he's going to go 2 for 3 on podiums to start the season. And Tanner DeFavis backing up his win from a week ago with the third place finish here at IMOLA.
For sure, with that, I assume he's gonna take the lead of the championship because maybe the Fabis. Who knows? We have to check. But looking to Stanley can take the lead, or maybe no. Actually, the Fabis have to take the lead because he finished on third. He was second, actually. He's second on the Sunday.
And, well, after the finish we had last week, a 2.8 second gap over Logan Edwards, Ethan Stanley. Seems it might as well be 2.8 miles based on what we had last week. But that's how we finished tonight. Tanner DeFamas in third. Zhao, another a good finish for Zhao in the top 10. He finishes fourth. Anna Klimek in fifth. Kevin Tomba in sixth. Logan Spath in seventh, recovering after that incident that he had with his teammate. Jeremy Fairborn in eighth. Gavin Sanders starting from pit road along with Michael Costello. They get to ninth and 10th. Nate Seifer recovers to 11th. Byron Daly at 12th. Mata, Fiore, and Zach Flounder top 15. Griffin Yell and Dan Marrero, Nick Goyette, Dakota DeMade, and Wyatt Burton in the 20th position. Dan Miglin, Donchek, LaBarge, Alan Aldrich, Raval, Caleb Bency. Man, this is a rough start to the season for Caleb. Mario Cappellucci, JSelmants. Make sure to pick up his Motorsports art. Check him out. He came home 29th tonight. Help him out. Go to Manabone. JT Smeaton started from the pole, but he did not end there in 30th. At the other end of the stick. They're starting from the pointy end. And I think, it looks like we're kind of close to Poland. Not that close to Poland. So Polish victory lap here. And a real Polish victory. Just doing it in reverse. Not turning around and doing it in reverse. Just doing it in reverse. Tristan Moss, James Watson, Kiffin Simpson, Christopher Hill. Chris Hill there in 34th. That is your 34-car field.
So I checked in the rules incident. So 17 by black flag, 25 for DQ. So Costello, Logan Spath, even Ethan Stanley, they was for 1 point incident to have a black flag. It was lucky. That's why the next seafers have a black flag. He finished with 22 and Brian Labarge with 2017.
And let's give Let's give Zhao a shout out. Remember, he's got the racing school, right? So you got to back it up. He was the least number of incidents in the entire field. He only had 4 for those that completed the entire race. Even more incentive. Even more incentive.
Actually, yeah, that is true. With 41 laps, it is way difficult to don't make it off track, to gaining a little bit moment or timing on the track. Sure, with that, it's up pretty good though.
All right, we will get some replays queued up here. All right. And speaking of Zhao, here you go. Check him out. He's worth your time. He did a great job today. This is one of his better tracks, but he did a great job today. Look at this restart here. Logan Edwards shoots the middle there on that start. Pretty good start for Logan. Before we get into the interview room, your driver of the race, what are you thinking out there?
My God,
I mean, Logan did a real good job. I mean, but he won, so we know how your eligibility is.
I know, but I have to tell maybe Gary Sanders. You remember he started from the back of the field. Even Costello started from the back of the field. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna tell maybe Gabby Sanders is the driver of the day because he started on the pit road. He have an incident and also the black flag and but yeah, I think no, not black flag. Sorry, I confused with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give you Sanders the driver of the day.
All right. So we will do a real quick here. Go to change the camera and give a little camera time to Gavin Sanders, your Luis Gonzalez Nunez driver of the race, as he's between the trees now, behind the trees, excuse me. There we go. And let's go to Tanner DeFavis and bring him in real quick and get some words from him. And here he is joining us in the booth. Winner last week, P3 today, but on the podium both times, and that's probably the key thing here in the championship is just building momentum to get to the final week of the season to be in the running for that championship. And off to a second good consecutive race here. Congratulations, Tanner. Boy, you were the fastest car on the racetrack there in that last stint, but just didn't have enough time to reel in the top two.
Yeah, kind of, even though it's a podium, I think it's kind of a poor performance from me, to be honest. I don't really remember. I left the session, so I can't look back at it now, but something happened between me and JT. I just kind of pushed him off. It felt like a lot of net code because I didn't have any damage, but yeah, I was kind of all over the place. I knew we had a lot of speed and went off, I think, once, and that really put me on the back foot from there. But yeah, had a lot of speed. First stint was okay. If you look past the contact with JT, unfortunately, but second stint was pretty good. Jao was giving me a run for my money. He's always pretty fun to race with. But yeah, last stint was good. We were flying, but yeah, just I think if I minimized those mistakes and from going off, I think we would have had a shot at the win. But yeah, it's just how it went.
Let's go back. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but let's go back and talk about the incident with JT. It looked to us that he kind of backed the corner up. It just seemed like an odd entry, and it might appear that way to you if you go back and look at it. From your point of view, did it look like he backed up the corner? Did it catch you off guard a little bit, or did it seem any different from before?
Well, I mean, I knew him and Ethan I think it was Ethan, yeah, were fighting quite hard pretty early on, which was giving me a pretty good run out of the last corner and up to the turn one. But yeah, I just kind of stuck my nose out, just have a look on the inside just to make sure I didn't totally like run into the back of him, just make sure I knew where my braking point was. And then yeah, I mean, I can't look back at it right now since I left the session, but yeah, he probably backed it up a little bit. I don't want to say he did. I don't want to say he didn't because I can't confirm that, but it definitely felt like that at the time. But yeah, I don't know if I totally ran to the back of him or just kind of sort of clipped him and had a bit of net code because yet again I didn't have any damage. But yeah, that was not my intention at all. Of course, thought it was gonna be a really good battle with those two. But yeah, I did that and then yeah, I don't know. So. Tough one right there.
Yeah, it is a tough one, and we can't speak for the stewards at all. We don't know how that's going to shake out, but it did look really odd from our point of view. That accounts for absolutely nothing when you go to the stewards, though.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a penalty. I'm expecting one, to be honest. I'd be very surprised if I didn't.
Well, let's talk about a possible penalty then. I mean, Gavin and Michael Costello made top 10 finishes today, and they both started from pit road, so. It is possible, and definitely in a driver your caliber can definitely recover and do well at Suzuka. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to anyone watching that back at home, and yeah, shout out to all the Clips guys. Didn't have the biggest showing, but yeah, shout out to all the Clips boys, Destination Athlete, main sponsor of my car and EWIS. So yeah, thanks to them, thanks to you guys. Hopefully it was pretty fun to watch for everyone. But yeah, thank you guys.
All right, Tanner, we'll catch you in a week in Japan.
See you in Japan.
Let's go to Ethan Stanley. And here he is joining us in the booth. Ethan Stanley, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I guess if we were able to get past that little incident at Pocono, you might be off to a really good start to the season. First and now a second, but kind of got that Pocono finish in the middle. But talk about your race. It was that last stint. But unfortunately, Logan went with the other set of tires and was able to kind of pull away from you, and you weren't able to. You had the same compound as you, but you were 3 laps older, so you were just unable to reel him in while his tires kind of were in that prime zone. But you still got to feel pretty good about recovering from the finish you got last week, and it's now looking a lot better in the points now that you could put Pocono behind you and get another solid finish here at the road course.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Just got the lead at the start. JT was fighting hard with me. Sucks that he ended up getting hit or net coated or whatever. But yeah, first stint went pretty well. Had a pretty decent gap, and then just I didn't expect the alternate tires to last that long in the second stint. So I ended up going on the primary. He was on the alternate, and I guess that was the tire to go with. So I was just behind. Ended up about 3 seconds behind, and I had to pit early to just try something. And yeah, just is what it is. Almost put myself over the.
You got close.
So
we could see that. You got close. One more, and I think you would have had to do a drive-through on that. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, you would not have been the only person to have problems like that. Is it just very tight tolerances and allow what the sim allows you to do here, or is just everybody racing hard and trying to take as much out of the racetrack that's allowable by the rules, so to speak?
It's a combination of those. Preferably, I like to keep it on the track at all times, though. But just setup, I was not fully gelling with. It felt like the car was kind of up in the air, just not what I'm used to, and I struggled a little bit with it, just a little bit pushy. So had my off moments, but kept on the track enough to not get that penalty at the end.
Well, IMOLA is out of the way now. We're off to Suzuka, and a track that I think you know reasonably well. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, or anybody you want to say hi to? We don't have the updated points yet, but we think that you're going to be okay in the points. But go ahead with those shout-outs.
Yeah, just big shout to you guys at P1. I love watching all these broadcasts back. You guys do a great job up in the booth. And then just big shout to paint scheme's coming soon, by the way. JD Designs. Next couple races or so, I'd say. But I'm
about to say I can give you a P1 graphic to put on the side if you want.
We're working on it. But and just big shout to guys at the FRS and FIS. Just a great series. Happy to run here.
Well, congratulations. The plain black wrapper won't be plain black any longer coming forward, so we'll look forward to that. But congratulations on the P2 here today. We'll see where the points shake out here at the end of all this, but we'll see you in a week at Suzuka next.
Yep, thanks, guys.
And that is Ethan Stanley. We'll get in Logan Edwards now. Let's change this and then bring in Logan Edwards, and here he is. And again, much the same thing for you. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Last week turned out a little bit differently. You might be looking at maybe a podium, definitely a top 5 last week, and a win here. But the nice thing about this win is it gets you now into the rarefied air in FIS, where you're checking the checkbox for getting a win on an oval. Which you did last season, and now a win on the road course. Congratulations, one of few drivers in the league history to have that accomplishment done, and you got it taken care of with the win here today. Congratulations, Logan. Great start there at the start. Talk about the launch from the line and then just racing it out there with Ethan at the end there, getting the position back and pulling away from him.
Yeah, the start was great. I mean, I kind of just was neutral at St. Pete, but once I get into the groove, I'm usually very good with my starts because I don't use a bite point. I have 3 pedals because
I can't live my life without cars that you can heel toe in. So I have a clutch on the floor that I can modulate that I think serves me a lot better than people who just have paddles or just use a bite point.
As they say, classically trained. Okay.
Oh, of course.
Well, again, talk about really you that first stint really set things up for you because you kind of did an overcut on everybody. You came in the pit road among the latest, and then you left still as the leader. A little bit of a short stop there, and it worked out to your advantage. And then talk about racing Ethan there at the very end and kind of pulling away from him.
Yeah. Ethan did 2 primaries, which it wasn't the strategy I ever thought of, but Anna was gonna do it until we saw cloud coverage for the race. So I was a little confused, and I definitely think like it hurt him that he didn't go as far as he could have on the primaries, because I did both of my alt stints were short fills. So I would have assumed him to go longer than me on the primaries, and as soon as I saw him pit, I thought, that's weird. Did he have an issue? Because I didn't see him on my relative or anything. Which I genuinely thought like he had to get up and do something for an emergency, but he was just mired in traffic. Then I pitted after that. Had a huge tire advantage and a huge push to pass advantage. Like, he would have run out far before me, even if I was just using it like a psycho. But it's fun racing. It's fun racing, Ethan, because, I mean, you two know this better than maybe anyone else, that he is insanely fast on road courses, and outside of the couple ERL races that go to road courses, nobody gets to see just how fast he is.
Yeah, he's the real deal, and I think everyone else there in the league is kind of learning something that you already know firsthand from your time in the ERL. Well, you know how it works here. Second career win, congratulations, shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Shout out to Team I5G. Shout out to Anna for getting P5 here. She first drove the track Monday night because she had never driven here before, and it's pretty good to see her get her top 5. That's really good for team point. Thanks to Brent Lechtenberg for spotting us. And thanks to y'all. I wish, and it's kind of bittersweet because I do think that I should have been talking to y'all last week. But
yeah.
You'll see how that happened, but it's a long season, and I'm looking forward to the next races.
You know what they say, racing gods taketh, and they'll giveth as well. So you've definitely received it, a congratulations on the win, and we'll see you back on the racetrack when we go to Japan here in a week.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
Thanks, Logan. All right, Lewis, thanks for coming in and pinch hitting on short notice tonight, but hey, it seems like when you're in the booth with me, it's like the old ERL guys that are in the lineup are the winners. You had Ethan Stanley winning at St. Pete, and then Logan winning tonight. And let's talk about the race. What did you think of it? Definitely some pretty good drive performances a little bit further down on the top 10. You already mentioned about Gavin Sanders and Michael Costello having to start for pit road, but just about a little bit of everything from those about 7th on back had to fight through some adversity in some form or another, but got through this, and it's a good, I guess, character building race as we now establish this season and get into the last race of the first third of this season, Suzuka next week.
Yeah, it was a really entertainment, and at some point with the JT and the Fabis, and then coming Stanley on the front, and then Logan Edwards with the good strategy of the race. It was a pretty good, actually. I still like it the way people management they restarted by pedals, and some others they don't have it. I have pedals and I still don't know how to do it. You have to practice a lot of that. And but it's really entertainment, that stuff, especially with the good driving. For example, Sanders, where he went back to the front and topped top 15. Even Costello over there in top 10, actually, both of them top 10. But it was a really good, actually. We mentioned the Gregorio with the lowest eye incidents in the track. Man, I think that the view of these first 3 races is still Ethan Stanley, the Fabis around, Logan Edwards is still around, and I think the names of these 3 first races is gonna be Edwards. You see, Edwards won the first. Stanley won the first. The Fabis the second, and Edwards won the third IMOLA. So. I said right? Yes, I said
Yes,
right.
yes.
So it's gonna be the names of that. I'm not surprised to see Suzuka could have a San Edwards or Stanley or the Fabis around the front, and even maybe what if the Gregorio could be clinch the podium and all the stuff, but with Costello and Sanders penalized. We didn't see that potential to see these 2 guys on the front. So, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good on the end for all these people. You said the standing is not updated.
Not updated yet. Nope.
No, it's not. But it is what it is. So Suzuka is going to be really technical, especially in the SS after turn 1 and 2. For sure, it's not going to be chaotic, but maybe also, again, the name of the send it before you think you have to send it. It could be happening on turn 1 and 2, and after the last 2 corners after the main straight, it could be also the definition like Senna did with Prost and long time ago. Who knows? It's gonna be a good show that day. So yeah, nothing more to say. So for sure, we're gonna see you in a couple weeks for Taradera. But for us, it's going to be this Sunday, 8 p.m. for the Body Indy Derby on Kentucky, because Logan Edwards is going to be over there, Anna Clemens is going to be over there, and some others, big names and big guy rating is going to be in that race. I think it says over the 4K I rating.
I think it's a 4.2. I think it's a 4.2. I could be wrong, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So it's going to be over, see you over there, 8 p.m. from Kentucky.
So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Imola for the 3rd running of the Pasta 201K, presented by JSelmants Motorsports Art. Logan Edwards getting his 2nd career win. Ethan Stanley, his 2nd career podium. And Tanner DeFamis, his 2nd consecutive podium. Rounds out the top 3. Join the Formula Indy Series again next week on Wednesday, July 26th, as we continue to Season 9 of the Formula Indy Series, presented by Di Gregorio Racing School at Suzuka for the Torque Racing Lab Grand Prix of Suzuka. Coverage will begin around 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Remember, as always, for the correct time in your area, you can find everything here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not easy, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's race and if you enjoyed tonight's coverage. Support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more P1 other iRacing programming, including tomorrow night. It's the AMA Grand National Series, Season 3, Round 23 at the Brickyard. Coverage begins at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it. Tonight's coverage was sponsored by JSelmants Motorsports Art. Get your own hand-drawn racing artwork of your favorite driver, livery, team, or motorsports moment to hang in your home, man cave, or right next to your rig when you race iRacing. To see more of Joey's work, contact him for your own commission. You want to follow him on Instagram. The link you need is in the description. Tonight's coverage of the 2026 Formula Indy Series season is brought to you by the Di Gregorio Racing School. Say, speed's not just about driving harder, it's about driving smarter. At Di Gregorio Racing School, drivers learn how pros and top sim racers approach every lap with data, precision, and consistency. João Di Gregorio, a former iRacing Pro licensed driver, 2-time Formula Sim Racing World Champion, and, oh, by the way, he did finish 4th place tonight. With years of experience studying what separates good drivers from great ones, plus work alongside professional drivers, at the Di Gregorio Racing School, they offer coaching that goes far beyond basic racing tips. Every lesson is built around your driving style, using telemetry, onboard analysis, and personalized feedback to help you unlock the performance that's already there. If you are serious about coming faster and being a more complete driver, then you want to join the Di Gregorio Racing School today. To learn more, you want to follow João on Instagram, where you can join their Discord server. All the links you need are in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree. Race cams provided tonight by Whiplash Sim Cams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. You can follow them on X and Instagram and Facebook as well. So for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at the Di Gregorio Racing School, the Formula Indy Series, and at P1, I'm Gary Gotzo, the voice of the FIS. Say no. Hey, good night, and thanks for watching, everybody, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week at Suzuka for the next race of the Formula Indy Series on P1. Good night, everybody.